Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a 2012 Chevy Silverado that needs to leave today. No major structural issues that I can see, but it is pretty crusty down here. Unfortunately, that leak right there is fuel. Now, anybody who lives remotely near the Rust Belt probably already knows this one, but for those of you who don't, the entire fuel system on that truck is plastic. Everything except for about 3 inches of tubing exiting the fuel sender. That's made from welded cold roll 035 tubing. It's welded tubing, so it's unevenly tempered, it can crack, and there's absolutely no corrosion protection. Long story short, it's a big middle finger to anybody who bought that truck, especially if they live on a dirt road. It also means that the fuel tank's coming down because we're replacing a pump. Yes, the fuel lines are stainless, not plastic, but my point stands. Now I like to start by disconnecting the filler tube right up here by the box side. I'm going to disconnect this strap bolt and this one right over here. At this point, you're going to learn, if you didn't already know, what rust tastes like and what it feels like to have it in your eyes. While holding the fuel tank in place with probably your knees, you just take these straps and pull them up and out of here like that. Chevy Silverado made with pure tornadoes. Ah. Up here in this amazing area right here, you want to chisel some of the dirt away so you can unplug the wiring for the fuel pump. Ah. At this point, you may be questioning some of your life choices. Don't bother. This is where you are. We'll carry on. Now this is what you should be looking at. From here, we just want to disconnect this line right here. Just push in on these two little tabs and shove them up, and that will disconnect that one. This one right here is this kind of pinchy-do. You just squeeze it really hard and it should pop loose. Hey. Now we just drag the thing out of here by this convenient little handle. Oh. Nice and clean. It's nice to work on a clean truck. We gotta knock some of this dust off here though. Maybe get the air hose. You can see the leak right here. This tubing has corroded exactly as I suspected. Now you're going to want to beat on this with a hammer a few times and get all of this dirt out of here. You do not want to get any dirt down into your gas tank or you'll be doing this again real soon. Get these lines off and be as careful as you can because replacements aren't as easy to come by as one would expect. Alright, now we need a fuel line release for this and probably a pick to dig that out of there. I guess that'll come out at the workbench. Bummer. Just knock as much of this stuff out as we can and hit it with the air hose again. And again. Always more. Now we're going to give this ring the air hammer business, but I have to do it with two hands. The goal here is to spin this metal ring around. Get this guy out of here and blow it off again. We're ready to pull it out of there. This one's kind of stuck in there, but it will. There he is. Now before you pull this out, I think, nope, that's like a Tahoe or something. It doesn't have that weird little line on the inside. Just work it out of there. Stuff a new one back in there, put it back together the way it came apart, and you're off like a big-ass bird. Hope you enjoyed this.